Hello Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 7th going to the 13th of March. So let's jump straight into it, guys, and see what's going on for you. Let's have a little look. Again, apologies for the sound quality. We are still without a mic, so here we are. Let's see. All right, Spirit, for Pisces, please, for the week. What do I need to hear right now? Let's see. For Pisces, thank you. Should we go for one more? Of course. All right, Pisces, it looks like something big is coming up for you guys. And you are being advised here to breathe. This card did come up here. And this is, I always say actually, Pisces, that this is the Piscean card because it's about grounding yourself. Because sometimes here, I feel like we can get lost in our thoughts. You can definitely get lost in a bit of like a fantasy sometimes, especially to escape your current environment. I feel like meditation could help you ground yourself a bit more, because what I feel like is that we need to stay a bit present with this because there is a huge lesson coming through. We have the Regeneration card, which is Scorpio energy. It is transformation and change, and also being taken out of a situation, removing yourself from a situation that's no longer serving you, so that you can protect yourself. So ultimately, this does come up a lot in toxic situations, or again, situations where you aren't being appreciated, where you are basically being taken for granted here, maybe without even realizing. For some of you, you may actually just go through this kind of by fate, where the universe is just taking you out of situations that just aren't serving you. And once you start to look back, you'll start to see it yourself. But if you're currently in a process, it could be very hard to see that you're being taken away from something for your greatest good, because you might want what it is, whether it's a situation, a person. Here, Pisces, ultimately, with that little blue ribbon wrapped around this tree, you are protected. You're an old soul. You're here for a reason. And sometimes we can't see that in our current environment, which is why we have these shake-up moments, okay? And it's only for your best interest. 4 and a 6 goes to a 10, so definitely a completion coming in for you guys. We then also have the Chaos and Conflict card. Now, this card came up first, which means that this is the strongest. I have to point out the numerology here, Pisces, and say that the number 3s here represent you aligning yourself to your true self, and it goes to a 6, which is about learning a lesson here. So again, very big things coming up for you, very much groundbreaking transformations for you, Pisces. But ultimately, the things that are crumbling away from you right now, if you see, are things that made you think things were just black and white, right? It was either this or it was either that. You're actually finding out a little bit of the in-betweens. Maybe you guys are finding out some, hidden secrets. Some of you guys, again, we have a lot of Scorpio energy, so it wouldn't surprise me if there was stuff like this. Or again, it could be things about yourself. You're finding things out within this week here, Pisces, which is helping you to not only understand yourself deeper on a very spiritual level, on a very understanding level. You might realize certain patterns of behavior that you had, and it was linked to, you're starting to remove anything that was blocking you, though. And ultimately, this is what it comes down to, okay? And again, it makes sense with the Regeneration card. You didn't realize that this might have been very toxic for you and not very good for you, but you're starting to see it and understand it now. And because of this, as much as it is quite painful to go through and a bit difficult to go through, it's teaching you a lesson that you will always use in your life. So it's helping you understand something. So again, you have to look at the silver lining. It is from a difficult situation, but there is good behind it. And a lot of you already kind of understand how much knowledge you really have to offer to the world, to your career, to love, so you guys are really kind of finding yourself, which I love, but it's coming from a removal of something, okay? Let's pull you out some tarot cards and see what else is coming up for you, Pisces, for this week. The Wheel of Fortune, again, huge changes. If things have been difficult for you right now, I promise you this, there is celebration coming up here with the 3 of Cups here too. You guys could find yourself going out a little bit more, having a little bit more free time. With the Wheel of Fortune as well, this is saying that fate is now turning in your favor. What goes around comes around. It has a link of karma here, but ultimately your actions have consequences, or again, something is having a consequence. These changes that are happening is now allowing the wheel to turn. And again, if things have been bad, the wheel's turning, baby. It's turning, Pisces. Let's see what else is coming up for you. Of course, this is Jupiter energy, and I'm pretty sure Jupiter is in Pisces right now too, which means that, again, this is luck. You might not see it straight away, but there is luck coming through here. For any of you who are studying, there is a message coming through here as well, that there is some luck behind this. Okay, so whatever the results are, it's fated. We have the devil energy with the 6 of cups. How interesting. This could be what you're pulling yourself away from, and understanding that, again, maybe something was a little bit codependent here with the devil energy. There is someone who is obsessed with you, or you're obsessed with it. I'm going to clarify this. It's Capricorn energy too. Oh, I love this, Pisces, because if we're going to speak about it on a general term, because again, it is not a personal reading, it is a general reading, not a personal one. This really is kind of falling in with this regeneration card, where you're understanding that things have been a bit painful. You've had to learn some really painful lessons. Now we have Saturn coming through, we have Jupiter coming through, which I love. Why? Because you've been taught a very painful lesson here, Pisces. You've had to pull away from something that was very difficult for you. A lot of this is pulling out of bad habits. A lot of this is kind of pulling away from, again, codependency on certain things in your life, addictions of some kinds as well for some of you. This could be work too. You guys are pulling away from this. This is also a very harsh karmic lesson in your life as well. Something that has been going on for a long time in your life, whether it again is people. You are coming across some very big changes. You're coming to an ending of something here, Pisces, a very complete end of chapter in your life. I have to be honest, this feels big. This doesn't just feel like one thing. It feels like your whole life is kind of now starting to change because you're having this kind of awakening here. You might feel more sensitive, which is why the breathe card comes through here and says only worry about yourself right now, not anybody else. If you start worrying about everyone else's lily pads, you're gonna, kind of fall off of your own, and you don't want to do that. This also talks about, Pisces, that again, your emotions might start to kind of be a bit overwhelming for you. You can see that she's a bit sensitive at this time, which is why you're being asked to ground yourself and maybe spend some, not time alone, but time in a bit more of like a peaceful energies, peaceful environments, because you're going to really need to pull away from anything that might be a bit chaotic. People who are argumentative, it's good to stay away from them around this time, because I think that you're so sensitive because you're going through such big changes here, that it's important for you to, again, ground yourself. And then we have, again, that Saturn energy. And how Saturn works is it does put you through kind of very difficult, challenging, long situations, but it does bear fruit. It does give you results once you have learned a lesson from it. And then we also have Jupiter coming in, which is blessing you even more. So I will say, as much as this is difficult, I feel like it's 50-50 here. You are pulling away from lessons that maybe took you a while to learn. Maybe it is to do with past people here with the 6 of Cups, old friends, old relationships here, maybe even family. All right, let's clarify the devil, please. We have the King of Pentacles, so it could be, again, something has taught you stability. Again, Aries, Capricorn energy coming through very strongly here. We have a lot of signs. I'm going to mention them all. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, 2. Okay. Now this is about a new beginning that is more stable, and I love that the Temperance card has come through here, because with patience, this situation seems to have kind of found its way out, whether that means a complete ending, which for some of you it will, or whether we're actually kind of healing codependency in a relationship and able to kind of come out from that, which sometimes with the Temperance card means taking some time out to kind of come back, to fix ourselves, to then come back round again, and it's coming with more peace. But the King of Pentacles and the Wild card here, again, new beginnings, absolutely. Some of you guys are, again, putting something to an end, very difficult chapter, so that you can become more stable. And for a lot of you, this also mentions that you're going to expect a lot of money coming through, because you are more understanding of your worthiness for it. But not just that, I think that you're kind of more clear-headed, because something has been removed from your life that, again, took up a lot of time, energy. This is about temptations. This is about something that was keeping you distracted, or again, something that was pulling you away from your purpose, okay? Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you, by the way, guys, this could be a new person coming into your life. Whether it is, with the Devil card. A lot of chemistry, let's just say that. This Devil card represents very heated passion, a kind of obsession. I'm not going to lie, it's a lot of lust. Okay. All right, with the Wheel of Fortune. The Sun card, see? And how interesting, we have the Moon on the bottom of the deck. You guys are finding things out. This could be subconscious stuff, again, things that were deep-rooted that you didn't realize were, again, kind of either hidden from you, or maybe this is self-illusions. You're really discovering what really was holding you back from something. Now, with the whenever the moon and the sun comes out, especially with the judgment card, I have to speak about it. This always speaks about things that are hidden when the sun comes out. This is the card that fell out, which is the strongest. This is truth being revealed. The day is coming. If you've been through dark stages in the night, the dark night of the soul, we call it, which is kind of going through that tunnel and not really seeing an ending to it, you're now starting to see the light, the truth. And which is your purpose. So Pisces, it wouldn't surprise me, a lot of you are finding out what your purpose is, but it's coming through either very subconscious healing, or again really discovering that there has been a lot of things around you that were holding you back, mindsets, habits, addictions, temptations, people, again environments that were really toxic for you, or again just chaining you, burdening you. That's now being removed, and you're understanding that with the judgment card what the truth is. So again, I do see you really kind of finding things out. Judgment, let's clarify this. Ace of Wands, new beginnings, changes. I feel like this card is representing changes here. Okay. Oh God, the camera almost fell there. This is passionate new beginnings. This could be business ideas. Some of you guys are again finding passion and purpose and inspiration, which is beautiful. You guys may have needed that time out from something to really kind of cool back your energy, cool back your balance here with the Temperance card, Sag energy coming through. So you could, again, get back on track again. This is what it feels like. You needed time to get back on track again. Because there was something that kind of knocked you off, or someone, maybe even with the Devil card. We have to speak about the fact that there is chaos and conflict. So this is what you're coming away from and what you're moving into. You've learned a lesson about something. The Temperance and the Devil card, the Temperance always kind of counteracts it, in my opinion. It kind of balances the energies. So whether you're learning how to deal with something better, for some of you, it's not just an ending, it's a transformation within you. Because let's say, for example, you can't really remove yourself from these people because it's family members or whatever, Pisces, or, you know, someone that you kind of still have to be around. You're learning how to deal with it better, and it's just a different way of reacting. You're finding out who you really are, and it's not in this. And you're now, because you're pulling away from this, you are being blessed with a huge new beginning. And this is what this World card is. It's not only about understanding yourself and the stability, what you're working towards here, building this legacy of yours, especially financially too. I do see a lot coming up for you there. It's about purpose and passion and inspiration and motivation. This is kind of that drive to be able to do it. So maybe you guys felt like you lost that. Maybe you were, again, you were kind of with the temporary fixes, whether that's food. You know, we all have our own little thing that we go to as like a temporary fix. You're kind of getting back on track again with your life, which I love to see. I love to see it. I'm just going to pull you a few more cards as well, Pisces, and keep it rolling. But there's ultimately truth coming through. This is interesting because we have, again, secrets coming through. You're understanding why there is this chaos and conflict, which is interesting. And again, if you have been conflicted internally, because the High Priestess, this is your card, Pisces. Yeah, look, you're discovering happiness here. Confidence too, happiness with other people around you. And this is always a card of saying happiness after difficulty, after challenges. It's what rainbows are all about here. And you're celebrating it with people around you too, whether that's in a relationship, in a work environment. Something is being resolved because you're understanding this conflict or this difficulty or this internal confusion a lot better, deeper actually. There's a lot of depth in your reading. So I kind of feel like for some of you, Pisces, and I'm going to say actually for probably all the water signs, so if you have a lot of water placements, it makes sense if you feel this more strongly. There's a huge, huge awakening that you guys are going through and understanding why you were put here and what was actually stopping you from seeing that. Okay? I'm going to pull you out some angel guidance as well and see what we should be focusing on for the week. Because we have romance. So I'm going to talk about this actually. Let's talk about romance here, Pisces. Because we also have divine timing. So if for some of you are waiting for this, then it is coming in, but it is in the right time. Or again, if this is someone that you are dealing with already, maybe it's still taking a while to lift off the ground. Then I see, I'm going to talk about this. Because I do see an element here of falling in love. I'm seeing roses. You know, it's very romantic. Let's see. Romance for Pisces, Page of Wands. So you could have some people around you. Past energy, this might be someone that you know already. Page of Wands, this is very flirtatious. This is kind of the first beginning stages of something. If you want to take it further, Pisces, there's a lot of passion here. Six of Cups wanting to come through again. This could be a friend. This could be, again, someone that you've dealt with before. And you're waiting for this person to come back around, especially if your current situations. If this person lived at a distance from you too. Here with the Six of Swords, it's about travel. But there could be some distance between you, whether that means you're on different pages or you both needed to, again, resolve certain things in your life. Because there is a lot of difficulty and responsibilities going on here. Let's clarify this. Yeah, it kind of feels like having to unblock yourself from certain fears or focusing on your work. Maybe that's been getting in the way for you or them. I feel like someone needed to kind of get out of their head a little bit more to make this work. But with the Eight of Pentacles, it can work, absolutely. But I feel like there might be a need for some kind of reciprocation here. Okay, within this. But again, that's where divine timing comes through, which means to me that this will work out. Outcome, please. Well, look at that. Two of Cups. A very interesting conversation about compromise. Because whenever the Two of Cups comes through, yes, it is like a very beautiful love interest, like a very beautiful connection here, very strong connection. It withstands a lot of storms here, especially if it is the same person in this Devil card. It withstands the storm. But we have the Six of Pentacles here as well, which is about reciprocation. It's about knowing what to give to and what to work on together. It's nice. It's a teamwork, really. So for a lot of you, this is someone, it feels like someone that you have either worked with. Again, it could be someone that you, again, work with. But working on this dynamic together to make that Ten of Pentacles, which is abundance and stability. Okay, let's pull you out some love cards too. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events, and that is exactly that Eight of Swords that we had here. So again, someone's feeling a little bit lost in this, but I think they're trying to work on this. Or maybe work as an escape for this. This person is thinking about either past situations and scenarios in this, that's why they need time. Or that could be you, okay? All right, for romance, love please for Pisces. Okay, that really wanted to jump out. Engagement ring. So this looks like there's commitment coming through. And one more, please, for Pisces. 7th to the 13th. And seduction. When we have the Devil and the Ace of Wands here, which is beautiful because it's going to talk about judgment, and this card come through, Sword and a Rose, which is about judgment, truth, clarity, revelation. It's exactly the judgment card. It's interesting. Pure intentions, I have to say, because it's coming up underneath judgment. But there is seduction here. Attraction, flirting, dating. Temptation, maybe. But maybe this is what we're clearing up. There seems to be commitment here. Very passionate, heated connection for those of you who are dealing with love interests, okay? All right, my angels, Pisces, I love you guys. I wish you all the best. I hope you enjoy your week ahead. Again, huge transformation and revelation coming through. There are truths coming out here. Expect deep conversations. Expect deep conversations with yourself too. And embrace those, because I really feel like they're going to teach you something about yourself, and you are leveling up to something new. But it's through this chaos and conflict that you kind of get through that, okay? I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time.